Good afternoon and welcome into Gourmet Holiday. I'm Jane Brown. I'm here with my buddy Pat Dementry, and we are talking Under the Sea next as we continue our 6-hour epic gourmet holiday today. This is the time to think about what you're going to be eating. And if you are someone who is thinking about and wanting to incorporate more seafood in your diet, I highly, highly, highly recommend, I couldn't recommend any higher, you try the Faroe Island premium salmon fillets from Egg Harbor. Egg Harbor is a division of Ristelli Foods. They do an incredible job of sourcing their fish from the Faroe Islands, and I'm going to let our guests talk about what that is and the difference. What it means to you, though, is you get the highest quality of seafood, and in this particular offer, you get it at a really great price. So here's what you're receiving. This is 10 of the 6-ounce Faroe Island salmon fillets. They're going to come individually wrapped, and these actually won the best seafood and best fish item from our Customer Choice Awards. Last year's Customer Choice Award, we had 70-some thousand people join in to place their votes on their favorite products. This one for best fish, and it has over 730 5-star reviews. We've sold 55,000 just this year. So if you'd like to lock into these on auto delivery, we invite you to do that. It'll come automatically every 60 days for 1 full year, and you get to lock in at this price. This is a center of the plate entree that you're getting for just about $9.98. So you really, really can't beat that, especially for this quality of the Faroe Island salmon. Brittany Ristelli is in charge of doing all things seafood with Egg Harbor, and she's here with us.
Hi, Jane.
How are you, darling?
I'm great. How are you?
I was good until a second ago.
I know,
Excuse me.
right? Well, why don't we go get some fresh air in the Faroe Islands, and I'll let you know why this is so special because of that location. So if you're not familiar, the Faroe Islands are located just north of Scotland. They're in an absolutely beautiful, pristine body of water that is ice cold. And there is a very strong Arctic current there that flows through, keeping that water very cold and very clean. So the salmon are out there in the open ocean. They're fed an all-natural, hormone-free, antibiotic-free diet. They are pulled out of the water and individually packaged and blast frozen. And that's a tradition that is passed down there year after year, generation after generation. But what comes out of the water looks like this side of salmon that I have here. So what we want to look for is that beautiful bright orange color, and then the white stripes, which is the marbling. So the color, this is our nutrients. These are our omega-3s, our omega-6s, all that stuff that's really good for us. And the white stripes is synonymous with marbling in a steak. So this breaks down and gives us that beautiful texture, a very silky finish, and a mild flavor. And then they're individually packaged and blast frozen for you after they've been deboned and the skin has been taken off. And the salmon turn out, no matter how you cook them, beautiful and flaky every single time. Just
Oh my
like
gosh.
these pieces
Look
here.
at that. That looks so good. And you know what, Brittany, I love how easy they are to prepare. So talk to us about the ways that you like to prepare these.
Sure. So salmon, you can actually prepare any way you want. This is a fish that can be grilled. It can be pan sauteed. It can be air fried. You can put it in your toaster oven on the broiler setting. So this is a fish that whatever you like, you can certainly do. If you're pressed for time, I always go for the air fryer.
Yeah.
And on the weekends, I like to pan saute like I'm doing now and like you're doing. It just takes about 5 or 6 minutes on either side. I add a little bit of white wine, some butter, maybe some cherry tomatoes, maybe a little bit of capers. The salmon really takes on a lot of different flavors.
Yes.
And then I kind of just let that simmer together and make a pan sauce.
Isn't that
And then
delicious?
I'll serve that over pasta or rice. And then
Or
we're
a
all set,
salad
ready to go.
right over some grilled sliced iceberg lettuce, and you've got the perfect like warm salad. It'll wilt that lettuce just a little bit. Add your ranch,
Yes.
and it's so good. So Versatility is the key, and I also think that the flavor of the salmon is the key too. It's sweet, it's not fishy at all. Pat, I know, is a big fan of the Faroe Island salmon as well from Egg Harbor, and that's the other thing that's important to remember. You've got to know the source of your seafood.
Exactly. And we found that so many people now are interested in knowing the source of their seafood and all their food for that matter. So when they are in the grocery store and they're checking out the seafood department and they see a piece of salmon that's sitting there, they might want to know where that came from. And they also might want to know how many times that piece of seafood there has been previously frozen and defrosted, and how many times, and of course how long it's been sitting out. So this one, you are receiving individually packaged and blast frozen, locking in all of those nutrients, but you are the first person that is going to go ahead and defrost that. Well, and that's important.
It is so important. And I would say, again, for a lot of folks that are picking up more than one, please consider also auto delivery. So if you want to have two right now because you're going to have a crowd and you want to have plenty, then please do that. But if you also know that you want to have fish as a regular part of your diet, get it on auto delivery. It'll ship automatically every 60 days. You get to lock into this price for 1 full year. Pat, are you a plain salmon, or do you like smoked, or do you like to add some sauces to it?
You know I'm not fancy. I love this. Brittany, I grew up in a family where my dad went fishing, so we had freshwater fish, and it always had bones in it. So, you know, you have taught me know your source, but you've done the work. There's no skin on the bottom on this that you have to worry about. There's no bones ever. And this is such a mild, I think it's slightly sweet fish. Just so good. And you don't even need to do a whole lot with it. I do like olive oil and like lemon on top and some seasoning. And that's it.
I'm getting ready to put some new fresh dill in my Arrow garden. So I'll be doing exactly what we've done here, is just like a little dill tzatziki sauce or something like that with the lemon. It's delicious. You can use it for salad. You can use it for main entrees. Please don't miss out. That is the Egg Harbor Faroe Island salmon, Customer Choice Award winning best fish for 2021. And Brittany, we will see you again because we've got salmon burgers coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. So look forward to that.
I'll see you then.
Okay, thank you. And this is the most important thing. Like when we offer auto delivery, that means you're locked in to that same price for additional shipments for the length of the auto delivery offer. In this particular case, for 1 year. You'll get it automatically, so you don't have to worry about running out. You can go to customer service or QVC.com at any point to manage your plan. And if you decide to delay or skip a shipment, you can do so by calling as well. 52643 is the item number.